Okay, today we are continuing after video 2, that's congruent triangle. Now today we will do some longer or difficult sums of congruent triangle. Not difficult, but there are some longer sums. Now here in this sum they told P and Q are equidistant from A and B. Now this P and Q are equidistant from A and B. That means what? That means I can say that this P is equidistant from A and B and Q is also equidistant from A and B. So that is given, P and Q are equidistant from A and B. That means PA equals to PB, right? And AQ is equal to BQ. So that is the meaning of this, P and Q are equidistant. And then what we have to prove? We have to prove that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So this PQ is the perpendicular and also bisector. That means what? That means actually that first of all we have to prove that AC is equal to CB, AC is equal to BC or CB, and also we have to prove that angle ACP is equal to angle BCP is equal to 90 degree. So that is the meaning of perpendicular bisector. Bisector means this equal to this and perpendicular means 90 degree. So we have to in fact prove AC equals to BC and we have to prove ACP equals to BCP equals to 90. But for this proving we require to prove these two triangle congruent. But initially we can't prove these two triangle congruent because we don't know anything. We just know this equal to this and this equal to this. That's common. We don't know the third point. So the first thing what we have to do, we have to prove this triangle and this triangle congruent, because in this two triangle we know 3 points. Okay, just follow. So in triangle APQ, and triangle BPQ, the first thing we can say that AP equals to BP, right? AP equals to BP, that is given. The second also we can say that AQ equals to BQ, AQ is equal to BQ, that is also given. And the third we can also say that PQ equals to PQ, that's common, that is present in both the triangles. So PQ equals to PQ, that is common. And now finally we can say therefore triangle APQ is congruent to triangle BPQ. Okay, so we can finally say that APQ is congruent to triangle BPQ. Now since these two triangles are congruent, now here we should write the criteria, that is SSS. Now since these two triangles we have proved that these two triangles are congruent, now I can say that in this triangle this angle and in this triangle this angle will be equal, right? And now we can prove this triangle and this triangle congruent. So again now we will take, now in triangle APC and triangle BPC, so APC and BPC, number one, first we can say that PC equals to PC, that is common. And then we can also say that AP equals to BP, AP is equal to BP, that is given, we know. And now number three, we can say that angle APC is equal to angle BPC, since we can say that angle APQ is equal to angle BPQ, and that is due to CPCT, right? Since we have already proved that these two triangle APQ and BPQ congruent, and therefore we can say that angle APQ is equal to angle BPQ. That means this angle equal to this angle. So finally in this triangle also we can say that APC equals to BPC, so that becomes our third point. And now we can say that side angle side, therefore I can say that triangle APC is congruent to triangle BPC with side angle side criteria. Okay. Now after that what we have to prove, in fact we have to prove that PA equals to PB. Now we have to prove AC equals to CB, which we already got. Now from here we can say therefore AC is equal to CB, and that is CPCT. And then now we have to also prove that this equal to 90. So now we can also say ACP, angle ACP is equal to angle BCP, that is also CPCT. Now if I say let angle ACP is equal to angle BCP is equal to X. Now suppose let us take this one as X. So you can understand, now I can say that X plus X equals to 180 degree. So therefore I can say angle ACP plus angle BCP is equal to 180 degree. Since ACB is a straight line, right? ACB is a straight line. And now we can say therefore X plus X equals to 180. Therefore 2X equals to 180 and X is equal to 90 degree. And since X equals to 90, now I can say ACP equals to BCP equals to 90. Therefore angle ACP is equal to angle BCP is equal to 90 degree. So what we have proved that this equals to 90, and we have also proved that this part is equal to this part, and that actually means PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. So PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, understand? Okay, now in this sum they told AB and CD bisect each other at O. So AB and CD, they bisect each other. That means this equal to this and this equal to this. And we have to prove this four parts. First thing, AC equals to BD. So AC equals to BD, and then CAB equals to ABD. CAB, that means this angle, is equal to angle ABD. That is ABD means this angle. So you can understand, for this two we can use this two triangle as congruent. Simple. So we can say in triangle AOC and triangle BOD. Number one, what we can say? We can say AO equals to OB, that is given. So this equal to this, given. Number two, we can say OC equals to OD. OC equals to OD, and that is also given. And number three, we can say simply AOC. Angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, and that is vertically opposite angle. And now we can say therefore triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD, and the criteria is side angle side. And since these two triangles are congruent, now we can say what? We can say AC equals to BD, that is CPCT, and we can say that angle CAO is equal to angle OBD, and that is also CPCT, and that CAO actually means CAB, so that is what you have to prove, and OBD actually means ABD. So therefore finally we can say angle CAB is equal to angle ABD. Understand? Hence proved. So this was the first two. And now again for the next two, we have to prove these two triangle congruent. Okay. So again now I'll take the next two triangles now. So again in triangle AOD and triangle BOC, what you get? Number one, again similarly AO equals to OB, given. Same reason, number OD is equal to OC, this is also given. And number three, we can say angle AOD is equal to angle BOC, that is vertically opposite angle, and therefore triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, again side angle side. And now we have to prove what? AD parallel to CD. You see, AD parallel to CD. So we have to prove that this is parallel to this. So that means what we have to prove? We have to in fact prove this angle is equal to this angle, or we can also prove this angle equal to this angle. You know, when alternate angles are equal, the line will be parallel. So finally I can say, therefore angle DAO is equal to angle OBC, CPCT. And now we can say, since alternate angles are equal, therefore we can say AD is parallel to CB. And naturally again AD will be equals to CB, that will be CPCT. AD is equal to CB, that is also true, it is CPCT. So understand, first to this one we have proved this two triangle congruent, and for the next two we have proved this two triangle congruent. Okay. Okay, now see in this sum, you can see there is a triangle ABD, and they told AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular to BC. Okay. They also told AD is perpendicular to EF. So that means this is also 90. So that means this is also perpendicular. And they also told this angle 1 equals to angle 4. So you can see this angle 1 and this is angle 4. So this equal to this. And we have to simply prove these two triangle congruent. Okay. Now see, for proving congruent we require 3 points, right? And in this case we can find only 2 points. First of all, whenever you have to prove congruent, first of all identify the triangles and then find out how many points you can find there are equal. So find them, and then you find the unknown parts which are not given, you have to find it out. Okay, I am explaining you like this. You see, you require to prove ABD and what? ACD. These two triangles you have to prove congruent. So you know, for proving congruent you require 3 points. So the first thing you can see that AD equals to AD you can see. So that becomes our first point. What second point we can see? We can see that angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. 90 it is also given. So 2 points we already got. But the third point is our problem, because the third point, no size, no angle, this is equal to this, nothing is given. So therefore, first of all, we will set that third point and then we can easily prove. Okay, now see here. The first thing we can say that angle EAD is equal to angle FAD is equal to 90 degree. You know why? Since this is perpendicular, it is given na? AD perpendicular to EF. So since AD perpendicular to EF, now you can see from here that EAD, that means EAD equals to FED. So therefore I can say angle EAD is equal to angle FED, right? Now we can say that EAD actually means angle 1 plus angle 2, is it not? Angle 1 plus angle 2 gives you EAD. And FAD means what? FAD means angle 3 plus angle 4. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 plus 4. But we know that this equal to this is given, 1 equals to 4, 1 equals to 4, it is given. So that means this equal to this, so that they will get cancelled, and therefore 2 equals to 3. That means this angle equal to this angle. But we will not write like this. We can also say ki let angle 1 equals to angle 4 is equal to x. Now we can clearly explain. Since this equal to this, we have taken this as x and this as x. So what can we say? We can say x plus angle 2 is equal to x plus angle 3. Angle 4 I am putting x, angle 1 I am putting x. Now x and x got cancelled. Finally you got angle 2 equals to angle 3. Understand? Now we can prove, now we can take in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. The first point we can say that AD equals to AD. So AD equals to AD. That's common. Second point we can say angle ADB. Angle ADB is equal to angle ADC equals to 90 degree. This is given. Okay, given AD perpendicular to BC. And the third we can say, we can mark this one as number 1, and then third we can say that angle 2 is equal to angle 3. I can write proved above. Proved above in number 1. And therefore by, these two triangles are congruent by angle, side, angle criteria. So these two triangles are congruent. Okay. Okay, now see in this sum, they told AC equals to AE. So this AC is equal to AE. AB equals to AD. So this AB is equal to AD. And angle BAD equals to angle EAC. So angle BAD. So this angle BAD equals to EAC. So BAD is equal to EAC. That means this angle. Now we have to prove what? We have to prove BC equals to DE. So we have to prove BC equals to DE. So that means we have to prove those two triangles congruent, which two triangles containing these two sides. So BC equals to DE we have to prove. So first of all I have to see BC is present in this triangle. You can see that is triangle ABC. Okay, so for that I can say in triangle ABC. So you can see this ABC, this A, B and C, and triangle EAD. So that means I'll write here, in fact, in triangle ABC and triangle ADE. Now if we can manage to prove these two triangles are congruent, then I can say that BC will be equals to DE, right? BC. So BC is present in ABE and DE is present in ADE. And you require, for that you require 3 points. So we can see 2 points. You see, first in ABC, in triangle ABC, side AB, and in triangle ADE, side AD are equal. So in triangle ABC AB and triangle ADAD, they are equal, it is given, right? Again similarly, number 2, in triangle ABC side AC, okay, and in triangle ADE side AE. So these two are also equal, that is also given, you can understand, it's given there. But our problem is the third point here, because you can see it is given this angle and this angle, but we are using this full triangle. So in this full triangle we can't use this angle only. But try to understand, this angle is common, this part, and that is angle DAC. And if I with BAD, if I add DAC, then I get this angle. And again with angle EAC, that means with this angle, if I add this, then I get this angle. So finally I can say that this angle is equal to this angle. So that means angle BAC will be equal to angle DAE. So that is what we have to do here, and therefore I have left blank here so that to explain you. So generally we start like this, ki given what, angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. So BAD equals to EAC, it was given, and now what I will do, adding angle DAC. Okay, DAC on both sides, angle DAC on both sides. So what I get, angle BAD plus angle DAC is equal to angle EAC plus angle DAC. So now you can understand, BAD plus DAC becomes BAC, angle BAC, and then EAC plus DAC, EAC plus DAC, that becomes EAD. So now this one I can mark 1, and now this point I can use as the third point. We already got 2 points, and now I can say that in triangle ABC, angle BAC, and in triangle ADE, angle DAE, that means this angle. Okay, so angle DAE are equal, and I can say it is proved above. Proved above in number 1. And now I can say these two triangles are congruent. So therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ADE, and the criteria is side, angle, side, and finally we can say BC equals to DE. BC is equal to DE, and hence proved. Okay. Okay, so this is the last sums for this video. Now in this sum what they told, ki QX and RX are the bisectors of PQR and PRQ. So this QX is the bisector of this, so you can understand that means this equal to this, and this RX is the bisector of PRQ, so RX is the bisector of PRQ means this equal to this. Okay, so that you understood. They also told XT is perpendicular to PQ, so XT is perpendicular, you can see here it's given, and XS is perpendicular to QR, and XS is perpendicular to QR, so this is also perpendicular. Now what you have to prove? You have to prove, naturally this two we have to prove congruent. Okay, so this we can prove easily, we know all the 3 points given, we can see. And then we have to prove PX bisects angle P. We have to prove PX bisect angle P means we have to also prove that this equal to this. So that means we can say for number 2, we have to prove this is equal to this. So we have to prove for number 2. But number 1 is pretty easy. So let's do number 1 first. So we can say in triangle XTQ and triangle XSQ. So the number 1 we can say XTQ. We can say first XQ equals to XQ. XQ equals to XQ, and that is common. Number 2, we can say that angle XTQ is equal to angle XSQ is equal to 90 degrees. So perpendicularity is given, so we can say it is 90 degrees, so it is given. And number 3, we can say angle XQT is equal to angle XQS. That is also given, since XQ is the bisector. XQ is the bisector of that angle PQR. So we got 3 points, right? So that means we can say it is angle side, right? Angle side. So therefore we can say triangle XTQ is congruent to triangle XSQ, and the criteria will be what? Angle side. Okay, so the first part is proved. Okay. Now for the second part. Okay, so I'm having this. Now you see, in the second part we have to prove PX bisects angle P. So PX bisect angle P means, as I have shown you, this is equal to this we have to prove. But here we are not getting some identical triangles to prove congruent. So how can we prove this angle equal to this angle? Okay, so look here. So for this we will do first a construction. And we will say draw XM perpendicular to PR. As you know, this is a perpendicular, this is a perpendicular. So we will draw another perpendicular there. So we will draw a perpendicular like this, and this was X and this is M. So understand? So we have drawn XM perpendicular to PR. Now to prove these two triangle congruent, you see, you know nothing. Only you know PX equals to PX. And the second we can say that this is 90 and this is 90. But here you can see we have a problem with the third point, and until I get the third point I can't prove this triangle and this triangle are congruent. So I know 2 points. This point I know, this equal to this. I know this is 90 and this is 90, but where is my third point? And unless I get third point, then we cannot prove these two triangles are congruent. So for the third point, you know what we have to do? For the third point, we have to prove this triangle and this triangle congruent. Okay, I'll tell you why. You see, now if you see in triangle, okay, I'll do in the now in triangle XSR and triangle XMR. Now these two triangles are, we can prove congruent. Where all 3 points we know. The first is XR equals to XR. So we can say the first is XR equals to XR. That is common. The number 2 we can also say XSR equals to XRM. Okay, XRS equals to XRM, because this is also the bisector. Okay, RX is also the bisector. It was given RX is the bisector of this angle. So I can say XRS, angle XRS is equal to angle XRM, angle XRM. Why? Since XR is the bisector. Since XR is the bisector, so XR is the bisector of angle R. So angle PRQ. So it was given. So angle PRQ. Number 3 we can say angle XSR. Angle XSR is equal to angle XMR is equal to angle XMR is equal to 90 degree, and that is also given. And now here we can say that triangle XSR is congruent to triangle XMR, and here also we can say it is angle side. Okay, so now you can understand we have proved we have proved this pair of triangle congruent. Now we have proved this pair of triangle congruent. Okay, now what conclusion we can get from here? Now we can say that xt equals to xs. Therefore xt equals to xs. You know why? Since triangle xtq is congruent to triangle xsq, CPCT. Understand, right? So these two triangle congruent, so therefore xt will be equal to xs, this equal to this. Okay, so let it be number 1. And now we can also say again xs equals to xm. xs is equal to xm. Why? Because again this triangle and this triangle and this triangle are congruent, so this triangle is congruent to this triangle, so we can say again angle XSR congruent to triangle XMR, and this is also CPCT. Okay, now simply we can say that xt equals to xs and xs is equal to xm. Therefore, is it not xt equals to xm? xt is equal to xm. So now you can understand what we got. We got xt equals to xm, and this was our third point what we are searching for. Now you can easily prove this triangle and this triangle congruent. Right, so now if I take in triangle XPT and triangle XPM, the first point we can say that XP equals to XP, XP is equal to XP, right? In those two triangle XP equals to XP, that we say common. Number 2, again we can say XTP equals to XMP 90-90. Angle XTP is equal to angle XMP. Angle XMP is equal to 90, and the reason will be given and by construction. Right? Both were not given. This was given and this one we have done construction. So we are writing in the reason given and by construction. And the third point we can say that xt equals to xt is equal to xm. I can say it is proved above in numbers, say 3, we've written 3, so proved above. Now we can say triangle XPT is congruent to triangle XPM. Okay, now see here. So now we can say that this triangle is congruent to this, so this triangle is congruent to this, and what we have to prove? PX bisects angle P. PX bisects angle P, yes. Now I can say therefore TPX, therefore angle TPX is equal to angle MPX. angle MPX, that is CPCT, and therefore finally we can say that this angle equal to this angle means XP is the bisector of TPX, means angle QPR. So angle P, so that is XP is the bisector of angle P. Understand? Okay, that's all.